Okay, don't play with some foreigners. Axel, it's about time to get back to all-out attack. Wouldn't want you getting DQ'd if we were matching in the semis. Can you be certain that I didn't lose to Mac already? What if this was my way of saving face? Funny. Have you lost to a foreigner even once? Hey, you know. Never know who's playing on a barcode account. You sure you don't want a pot split? Final offer. Collude with you? Not even a chance. Wow, she's just throwing salt everywhere today. We got slugs sizzling. What about you, Mac? Gonna stick around? PC bang with the bustle of a tournament isn't a great training environment. The bracket will probably take a few hours to work through too. No, I'm gonna head home. I got all our practicing to do tonight. Leaving already? Well, hey, it was good to meet you, man. I just realised the deep voice is probably not accurate to a Korean at all. Be at Golden Zone Fire tomorrow morning and we'll find out if you're overhyped. Ain't no brakes on the hype train! I rise and offer the meet a nod and thanks before heading back towards the PC area. The last thing I see is a vague smile from Jet. He leans over and whispers something to Axel. I'll kill him for you, don't worry. I mean, no! That'd be a completely different story. I squeezed my way through the growing crowd and managed to make it through the doorway leading outside. When I hit the streets, I met with a cool breeze and a rush of voices, sound and light. This is it. A shot. One final shot to make it happen. To risk it all! To live on the razor's edge! One last chance to live the life I want. I quicken my pace, eager for the comfort of a dark room and a bright monitor. Well, that's just me after anything I do, in general. Oh, Soul Tower. This is the day that everything changes. But it being a perpetually nighttime, apparently, according to the background. Wait, that was it? Jesus, man! I don't think it was worth splitting up 2 episodes. Oh, it's in parts. Whoops. True to her word, Jet sent me a reminder to go over to Golden Zone Fire for some morning practice. I enjoy playing online and all. Matching against someone only a few feet away is much more productive. Talking over games in person makes it easy to get feedback and improve, and that's what I need more than anything else. Ding from my failure at the VSL qualifier will take time to fade. I don't want to experience that pain ever again. Well, good luck being in the professional environment and not failing miserably. I catch sight of Jet in the middle row, her attention locked on a ladder game. Without disturbing her, I take a seat to her side and watch the match unfold. Furious taps and clicks rattle the keyboard. Her focus never drops from the game, much less her monitor. She's ahead, though not by that much. It's not long until she extends the lead in the late game. A few minutes later, you discover a relief when her opponent rage quits out. Don't be a rage quitter. There's no need to consult my Korean skills to understand his final message. Zerg Imba. You actually showed. Considered me surprised. How could I not? The question is how you have the free time to practice with some amateur. I'm the charitable sort, obviously. Anyway, you're here, so let's stop wasting time. Paid for your PC, yeah? I nod and log myself in at the station next to hers. A minute later, the two of us are grinding out practice matches. I wouldn't mind grinding out some practice matches with her for a couple of hours. No, seriously, having some experience with a professional would help. Game after game is a beatdown. Can't crack her defences when I attack. I'm barely holding on when she goes for the offense. She's just as unforgiving and pointing out my mistakes as she is in game. Look at all the Zerglings! Look at the Banelings for days! Roach is OP. Your wall at the ramp is trash. How the hell do you get away with this? Your ass gonna get busted. I mean, yeah, you left a massive gap there. Sorry, I don't think that much. You don't! think about your strategy, but you want to be a competitive player. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm literally the worst player ever. Fix it or be punished. And probably isn't an idle threat. Just the type of player capable of ending the game instantly if she can capitalise on the right kind of mistake. The style has been categorised as both passive and reactive. It takes the time to strike and watch your opponents, patient for the right moment to strike. It only takes a risk if it's calculated in her favour. No, Zerg must rush. Always Zerg rush. Given her former success, the style suits her well. Though I can't help but wonder why she hasn't lately been performing at a previous level. Maybe she's lost her killer instinct. I wonder if she's playing as Ripto. I guess not. A reminder of the skill difference between us rushes up the ramp to my natural expansion and crushes my wall, as promised. Wait, you didn't have any Marines parked in your bunker to take out the Banelinks? Ah, dumbass. In the aftermath of the destruction, she swarms my base and seizes an easy win. It results in her victory with a predatory smile. Wrecked! Capital R-E-K-T. Wrecked! Before we get into the next game, I catch the sight of a familiar face come into the cafe. Oh god, it's that jackass. I wonder if he's gonna be the last bad guy. Hey Jet, do you know who that is? I thumb in the strangest direction as he passes by, his attention occupied by a cell phone screen. Jet tries to look after him, wrinkles her nose, shrugs. He's a KPGA player, Protoss. What about him? Come on, get into the game already. Seriously? He was at all-out attack yesterday. He's doing outside his team house 2 days in a row. God forbid people go outside anymore. They're only figuratively chained to their desks. Not all of them are shut-ins. Stop wasting time, let's go. I double take away from Jet to find the player in question seated a few rows in front of us. And he's got the StarCraft 2 client open. Why would a KPGA player spend his practice time playing anything but Brood War? Should I ask him for a game? I think I'm going to ask him for a game. My question was redundant. What? No, hold on, you can't just... Before she can start in... Oh god. Oh god. No, why? I rise and shuffle my way past the row of computers. Jet shoots me a withering glare at the top of the station before ducking back down. Oh, he was a bit rude when we spoke. There's a chance to challenge a KPGA player. Too good to pass up, especially if I'm trying to up my game. Up your game, son! He's about to jump into a match when I clear my throat right behind him. He subtly alt-tabs and turns to regard me through half-lidded eyes. What? Excuse me, would you mind a practice game? Huh? No, I'm just here. He pauses. Recognition flits across his face. You're the guy from all that attack yesterday, aren't you? I nod sheepishly. His only reaction is to stare on. For a moment he looks ready to dismiss me and get to laddering. The last second, he nods. Alright, one game. With a final nod, I return to my station. A moment later, he and I share a game lobby. I'm just about ready to begin. Playing on a barcode account. Typical. How have I still not managed to catch this guy's name? Shut up, tap against my headphone and announces Jet's return and displeasure. You're obnoxious. You lose and embarrass me by association. I wonder if just pretend I don't know you. Anything else Jet has to say is drowned out along with the sounds of Golden Zone fire when I pull the pad back on. Question mark, question mark, question mark. He plays Protoss. And question mark, question mark, question mark. You guys are mad of mystery. If an attack will play outstanding game. I'm going to lose no matter what, so let's go early. Screw it, I'm not in the mid of a macro. I place 2 barracks mid-map, just outside his scouting path. With luck, he won't see my strategy and it's coming at him. My heart pounds as I watch my marine count grow. He hasn't scouted my all-in. This is a huge advantage. I've got this. I bring my marines to his base and charge the ramp leading up to his high ground. I leave an SCZ on the low ground to construct a bunker just in case I have to fall back. He retreats where loans means the chrono boosted something out of his gateway, likely a stalker. He hasn't pulled his probe, so I saw him towards the mineral line. Shit! He preemptively pulled a handful of probes and hid them out of my vision. With my exit cut off, I won't be able to escape. Things look even worse when he gets his first stalker out. He might actually hold this. I do everything I can to salvage the situation, but it's too late. A single marine I can get into my bunker is useless at this point. On the low ground, I can't do any damage to his units. My attack was completely routed. Even though he didn't scout out the rush, he defended without even breaking a sweat. I just like a little pudge back there, like, yay! I don't have long to sulk in defeat before the KPGA player makes his way over to me with a smirk. As promised, Jet is nowhere to be seen. That was ugly. The worst part is I don't even disagree with him. Yeah, well, nice micro, I guess. Yes, well, maybe you're right. It didn't take all that much effort defending in such a pitiful rush. Oh god, he's got the crazy face. His grin darkens to one without humour. This guy's serious? What the hell is your problem? You demand a game and whine when you get a little pushback? Look who's talking. Everyone knows your type. The foreigner to make a name for himself. Fly out here in a whim and waste 6 weeks of training. You aren't the first, and at first it would be the last. Plane ticket doesn't buy you the right to call yourself a pro gamer. Pay your money and your time and go back home. I feel the heat rise in my face, half in anger and half in embarrassment. I've never dealt well with confrontation. Before I can say anything else, Jet steps around the corner and cuts between the two of us. Still great at making friends, a Bolt. Glances between the two of us, surprised. After a moment pause, so-called Bolt seizes back his smirk and meets Jet with a step forward. Been a while, hasn't it? What's a supposed Star League champion doing with trash like this? Bolt looks past her and tilts his head at me. I take a step towards him, but an open palm from Jet stops him from going any further. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Jumping ship to a scene bloated with foreign money has its upsides, but it won't be long before you forget the dignity of a pro gamer. Real pros don't need money or living! The dignity of a pro gamer, huh? You make it sound so distinguished. You've changed for the worse, and you don't even realize it. How sad. Shouldn't be much longer until the KPGA finally accepts there's no future Brood War. You're smart enough to know what happened then. Hey, the scene could always use more casters. Oh, damn. Throwing shade like Luigi. Whatever you say. For the record, what excuse did you give your coach for another day off? VIP's a little more lax than Shock T1, but I might want to borrow it someday. At that, Bolt scowls. Jet doesn't waste the opening and strikes again. Damn, this is like a game of StarCraft. Don't worry, Dong-sang. Your secret's safe with me. Run along now. I'm sure you got coins to flip or something. Stand off lost a moment longer before Bolt lets out a lazy shrug, instantly killing off the intensity of his expression. Oh my god, this Bolt voice is killing me. I've got better things to do than offer advice to a mouthy chobo. Do what you want, kid. He thumbs his nose at me and returns to his station without another word. As soon as Bolt's out of sight, Jet takes my arm in a vice and practically drags me away. What the hell was that? He didn't even scout you. Is this how they play on North American servers? Even after a heated confrontation, their concern is with the match before anything else. I almost laugh. It was stupid of me. I thought I should just grab a quick win. Say what you practice, for God's sakes. We're going to 2 racks inside in a tournament. You better be damn sure you've done it 100 times on ladder. My pointed critique diffuses the tension from moments prior, even if it doesn't exactly make me feel any better. When she's done going through my long list of mistakes, Jet flicks her hand back towards the PC. Come on, queue up another game against me. told Jet that I wasn't feeling up to practice after we played a few more sided games. She seemed annoyed, but agreed with my suggestion to take a short break. Back in high school, I used to spend most of my time in the library when class was over. You fucking nerd! To be honest, this is probably the most time I've willingly spent outside my room since then. I'm not the type to read for fun or study diligently, but it was nice to have a place to go and be on my own. I've missed those afternoons since I've graduated. Wow. Weebo for days! A Golden Zone Fire is as good a replacement hangout as I could hope for. Clean and comfortable. It's pretty much everything I need to stay 24/7. This isn't an exaggeration. Some of the patrons here look literally glued to their chairs. That's probably because I've been on there so long the flesh is melded. With milk tea from one of the vending machines in hand, I returned to my seat across from Jet. She isn't wearing the same scalp familiar, but I can tell she'd rather be practicing. What are you drinking? He snatched up the can from her and takes a long sip. Coffee. Wait, that wasn't fun at all. What kind of coffee? What is coffee? I don't drink sugary junk. I'd rather kill myself with caffeine straight from the source. And for the record, it's obnoxious to challenge someone that you don't know to a match. Really such a big deal? I just want a big practice game, but it's a good player. Seems harmless. Oops. You know those types who stream sniper such shit on the message board so people will pay attention to them? More than a few come to mind. That's you. Except you did it in real life. Give me some slack. How did you know that guy anyway? His name was Bolt. Fucking Bolt, man. Yes, he plays for Shock T1. Shock, huh? Bolt must be a new recruit. I haven't paid much attention to them or any other Brood War teams since StarCraft 2 came out. He definitely wasn't on their roster last year. Right. How do you know him? Jet clicks her tongue and breaks her gaze away from me. I slyly appreciate the reprieve from her death glare. You must know. He and I went to the same middle school. I was in the class above him. Huh, okay. I was thinking he might have knocked you out of a tournament or something. No! No, you do not say anything like that! That is the way to get yourself face punched. No, I've never played him in Star League. You don't need to overanalyze everything. Yes, because it's far more likely that you went to school together than him beat you in a match. Silence falls between us while Jess nesses what remains of her drink. I can't tell if she's really into the coffee, or if she's just trying to find something to occupy her lips other than our conversation. Oh, there's so many potential for jokes there. I'm gonna leave it. I doubt Jet spends much time at PC Bangs, given that she's got a team house to practice from. I should consider myself lucky that she'd make time to come out here at all. You know what makes zero sense for you? Focus on qualifying for VSL, right? I blinked myself from my thoughts to meet Jet's intense stare. What do you mean? What's the point of us meeting up to practice then? No, I'm saying... Listen. I want to round up some players. For what? For VSTL. Team League? But you're already on a team. Yeah. Yeah? Few waivers, considering whether or not to tell me what I've already figured out. We're leaving VIP? His eyes jumped to mine, brows raised in surprise, and then furrowed in annoyance. She's been on VIP for almost a year, and is by far the team's best player. Management barely pays us, and nobody's motivated. They're worse than bad, they're complacent. I want a fresh start. Hey, I'm not guilting you. It just isn't something I expected to hear. Do you have a team house picked out? No, not yet. What about a coach? No. Do you actually have any other players in mind? Look, it's a work in progress, okay? I edge away from her glare and raise my hands defensively. Okay, I won't ask again. For a while, silence. Jet does her best to avoid eye contact, but I can't tell whether she's thinking hard about something, or I completely misread the line and just trying to flub it. She's about to rise to replace my milk tea with another. She speaks. You know about all those new foreign teams popping up recently, right? Yeah, what about them? It's strange. They're worse than almost every Korean squad. Most of them have more sponsors. Because it's more a novelty in the US and UK? I'm just saying. Well, there are a lot of esports fans outside of Korea these days. People want to support their hometown heroes, which sounds like the best band name ever. I don't think it's that simple. What? Where would the money come from if not the fans? Idiots. Well, you're not wrong. Probably rude, but you're not wrong. What? Idiots. Idiots call themselves investors. Idiots throw away money, keeping mediocre players afloat because it makes them feel good inside for whatever reason. Well, she and Bot agree on something at least. Okay. Are you going to find some idiots to sponsor you? No? Well... It takes a long minute to reconsider her answer. She's gonna sell out! Like the Muppets! No, it wouldn't work out in the end. What I'm getting at is too much of our scene ignores the foreign fan base. It's a huge mistake. Well, there's a time zone difference and a language barrier. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of fans don't find Korean players entertaining. Like Russian players in Dota. No offense, Russian people. What? How dare you? That's ridiculous. I'm just relaying common knowledge. Don't hold me accountable for the opinion of Silver Leaguers. Most Western fan support goes to people who entertain, well, streamers. Casters, those kind of people. The most famous players in your scene aren't the best. Appalling. Hey, don't pretend like Brood War didn't get famous on the backs of dudes who look good on camera. The PC gang was a shit, and fangirls pulled the oars. Oh, dang! Shots fired! Boo, 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 boo. It's sad but true. That's different. They were pretty and skilled, not one or the other. Oh, and skilled. Show some respect. Those dudes are the only reason you were now able to have this conversation. Sharp response and equally sharp glare suggests I shouldn't argue with that point. You don't say. Jet knows better than I do anyway. We're getting off topic. There are tons of potential fans that most Korean teams ignore simply because they're too hard to connect with. Yeah, I agree. He lifts an eyebrow and stares at me, a bit too long before glancing away. If I wasn't sure before, I am now. Go on, say it. Say what? I know what you're thinking. You're wondering whether or not you should continue playing Zerg when Heart of the Swarm comes out. Okay, chronologically, this probably takes place before Heart of the Swarm. I'm just saying. No, you don't. Yes, I do. What am I thinking, then? You want to join a new team you're starting so I can help you with a foreign fan base. You want to be some sort of translator / sacrificial lamb. Also, you invited me here to try out under the guise of practice. Jet slumps back in her seat, defeated. I fight a losing battle against the urge to laugh. Don't look so smug. Ugh, I hate dealing with team management. You always hire a manager. Do we have any players? Maybe I should just keep my head down and practice. No, don't do that. I think that's a good idea. You're just saying it because I gave you an offer. You're not wrong. Maybe, but hey, if you go through with this, I'll do whatever I can to help. How are you the one convincing me to go after my own idea? Damn it. You chews on her lip, likely considering the harrowing risk of leaving her team. I can't make any commitments until we at least have some other players. It's too stupid for me to move out of the VIP house where everything lined up. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, even if I don't have every detail hashed out yet. I want to keep overhead low and practice time high, lean and mean. She aims a finger at me, her dull nail a hair's breadth before my nose. If you're going to be a part of this, you're going to pull your weight. You can start by searching for our players, unless you'd rather find me a coach and a sponsor. Cringe backwards and wave my hands. No, I'll leave that to you. Good. It'll work out better this way. The minimum number of players of Team League is 4, so you need to find at least 2. You know, this isn't exactly what I had in mind as the ideal join the team experience. Walk away if you like. You've got a long way to go if you want to be anything other than our translator mascot anyway. People love mascots. Like Blue Slime. Everyone loves Blue Slime. I'll admit, Axel was right. I see glimpses of high-level stuff in your play. But as of right now, you kinda suck. Even by foreigner standards. offense intended. Wow, getting racist up in here. Seriously, you start busting your ass. Coming to Korea is pointless if you're still practicing Western hours. Nobody ever claimed that Jet wasn't honest. I'm going to work you and everyone else like dogs. Oh, okay. Can I get a little kinky here? If this team comes together, I won't be doing anything less than first place in VSTL. Well, I appreciate the chance. I offer a smile, she's quick to match. We're going ahead with this. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Deadline to register for team leagues in 2 weeks. We can't afford to waste time. Get moving on with your search. Alright, good luck. I'll catch you online. Yeah, later. She's gone. I fall back into my chair and take a deep breath. I'm completely screwed. Jed asked me to join her team. I pinch my forearm and judge the sensation that follows. With that, my disbelief dissolves into contemplation. How the hell am I going to find 2 worthwhile unsigned players? I don't know, but odds are there'll be cameos. We're back on the mean streets. Ooh, food stand. And once again, it's night time. A mixture of guilt and pride led me to spend the rest of the day at the Golden Zone fire. Between ladder games and a break for dinner, I scoped out the cafe's best StarCraft players. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like Golden Zone Fire's regular patrons are much to write home about. Good players out there for all attack, sure, but today most of the cafe's patrons were playing Brood War. And the only actual ones that were laddering in StarCraft 2, only one guy was in Master League. I'll have to extend my search outside a single PC bang. I guess it's been a little too convenient to find a VSL caliber player so easily. I get the urge to stop at a convenience store on the way back to my apartment. There's one thing I've been going... Oh, there's one I've been going to regularly for my nightly fix of sugar and caffeine. The store's blindingly bright signage is visible from more than a block away. Green capital letters spell out the store's name in English on a black strap of white. Go Mart. Oh, God. The door's familiar chime welcomes me. The same clerk I've seen at least a dozen times before stands formally behind the cash register. He looks a bit old to be working still. Maybe he owns the place and doesn't have help working the night shift. I see myself standing behind the counter in an unwanted mental image, the fate that could easily await me if I failed to make it as a professional gamer. I shake my head free of the thought, and make my way to the refrigerated section of the store and fill my fists with cans and bottles. Some of the drinks may have strange names, but I'll be damned if they ain't good. This tier of dolphin tastes delicious! I drop them on the counter in front of the old man, and briefly makes eye contact with him. He seems to recognize me, but doesn't say anything else to indicate it. He rings up my drink slowly, not from age of colours, but it's because he's in no great rush. The store's empty aside from me, that's all. 6,001. I won 6,000! Yay! I sweat my credit card in the reader and depart with a polite smile, anxious to return to my apartment. The clerk returns the expression and watches me go without another word. This is when it turns out that he's actually one of the players I need. Calling it now. The only top-tier player I'm speaking to was Axel. And how would I even approach the subject of getting him to leave his team for a new and untested one? Maybe better for me simply get a lead from him. If I can't manage that, I'm left to scout local PC bangs and message boards on my own. Whatever, I'll figure it out tomorrow. And I guess we'll ask Axel about it next time. See ya.